off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
Gets the dump off to Pierce. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mills now from the 50. That's complete to Pierce. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Looking to throw is Mills. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. Always got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Mills now. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack second and goal. Now Mills. Being chased out left. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Cole Kmet, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Jets. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down throw for Mills. Looking here for Smith downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at the 20. They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. He's going to look deep for more. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that he got into his head a little bit.
Pierce now up the middle. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like
looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Strickland. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to get this down. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Throwing is Wilson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 20-yard line. Here's Mills. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Pierce takes it straight ahead. They find some open field here. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 19-yard line. 94 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown Texans. From 19 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Mills going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And that pick 6, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick 6, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Working the sideline, he's got Hall.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets get a bit closer.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Mills from the gun on 3rd down.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught at the 25.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Mills. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Mills.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Finding space at the 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Moore, the man in motion. To throw again is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. The play fake. Here's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Strickland. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. On second down, a run with Hall. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. On first down, right back to Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last two plays having gone backwards? Moore, the man in motion. Here's Wilson. Going to throw on third and goal. And he's got it. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Myers' kick is good. So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in the
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Christian Harris.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had troubles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Terry McLaurin, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And a play like that with how far he had to go to make that sack shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Moore, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
106 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mills hit, and he loses the ball. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Past the 20. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear. The fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw, Mills. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be out right at the 35. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A first down throw for Mills.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. Now Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. There's Wilson to throw. Again, he finds Moore. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's the gain of 7. Brings up 2nd down.
Moore, the man in motion.
At the Texans' 5-yard line.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Wilson. This is caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
66. Pull it hard. Leo. Ready?
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Hey, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Let's go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mills. He's got a man, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mills. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Terry McLaurin with career touchdown number 60. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Mills to throw it. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Cortland Sutton, 35 yards. Extra point try now for Venvik. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Play action. It's Wilson. Fighting to stay upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
164 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.